Those don't work. Let's see, these work. Yeah, these are great. I can't see. I have my glasses on. How you guys doing? I'm getting ready to get my stuff up. Um, I'll be right with you. Give me a couple of minutes. Did you play anything? Did you win? Yeah, well, I kind of screwed up. I really screwed up today. I kind of missed something, right? And you know, hold on. Let me get this thing straight, and I'll tell you, because it's kind of funny. It's actually hilarious. Hold on. Let me get this thing straight. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Hello, and how are you guys doing? So early, you remember how I always come on here yelling and screaming at you guys about when you have a parlay or a good one, don't miss out on it. Hurry up and play it and don't screw up, right? And that was me today. I gave you guys this lecture. I was yelling and screaming, saying, don't miss tomorrow, right? And the Yankees played the Texas Rangers, and the Yankees won. And remember, I told you it was going to be a pitching duel, and I told you it's going to be strikeouts. It's going to be a nerfy. That means no runs in the first inning. Hello. Hey, Victor. And Ish. Hi. So I'm yelling and screaming and telling you guys not to do something. And then I screw around and I did it, right? But I paid the price because I missed out on all that money, right? So I'm going to pull up the game because I gave you guys these games, what, yesterday? And I told because every day I'm going to give you something good. Every day. Every day. And I try to give you guys like about three or four or five, so so if something happens or goes wrong, you can't blame me. But that's why I always tell you guys, whatever I give you, just take it. If you want to take all of it and play it as a parlay, do it. If you want to take out bits and pieces, do it. But today I screwed up because I told you guys yesterday it was going to be a big day, a money day. So the Yankees played the Texas Rangers, remember? And I went nuts, flipping out. Hold on. Where the hell? Okay. Oh, here it is. I went nuts telling you guys to pick this, pick that, do this, and I forgot to do it myself. And remember, when there's always a pitching duel, always, and these are for the guys that don't really know too much about baseball. Other guys, you probably already know what I'm talking about. But when you have a pitching duel, right? And you got two good pitchers, you automatically know it's going to be under, right? So let's get to it. So here's what I missed, and I hope some of you guys did not miss. Right away, when it's a pitching duel, you know it's going to be a low scoring game, right? Nah, he faking. Man, you come on at 8 and then try to give people. Oh, and go on. No. Oh, okay. Well, I hope I didn't give a. Yeah, sometimes I do. I'm gonna get better at that, but that's why I just said if you log on, right? I mean, if you, I don't know, man. I can't get out of that when you're right. You're right. So I'm gonna be prompt from here on out. I swear to God, I'm gonna do it. So, and sorry, Davis. You come on at 8, then try to give people picks. You have to get on at 9. You too late. Oh, so you think that I need to? Are you on Eastern Standard Time? All right. So usually when I come on, I come okay, Eastern Standard Time. So I try to line everything up for Eastern, right? Um, so normally when I come on, I'll say 4:30 Pacific Time, and then 4:30 Pacific Time, and that's 7 o'clock Eastern Time, right? So yeah, there's been a couple of times I come on late, like I had like a doctor's appointment and stuff. Good. Just got to check up on yourself. But and then I was kind of late. But from here on out, whatever date I post, expect me to be there, right? All right. So let's get at it. Get at it. So yesterday, Antonio, I don't know if you were here or not, but I'm yelling and screaming at the guys, and I'm telling them, "Hey, man, we got a game tomorrow that you can win big money on." So here's the, and I forgot. I woke up late and see again, being here in California on Pacific time, you just kind of forget stuff. So I woke up kind of late, right? So where's this at? All right, New York and Texas, and right away I says under, right? Did they go under? Yes, they did. The Yankees won. The final score is the Yankees won. Texas nothing. Remember? Okay, so now we got the under, right? That's established. And then I said the two pitchers that was pitching today, I told you at least four each. You can go five, but me, I'm chicken shit, and sometimes I just try to, stay modest so I can make something. And then sometimes I get greedy. But I told you four strikeouts per pitcher today. Let's see what happened. Okay, Texas pitcher had six strikeouts. It's Nathan Evalid. And then we had the Yankees, Carlos Rondon. He had eight strikeouts. Boom. There's two things we covered. We covered the under, right? And we covered the pitching props or the player props. That's out of the way. The Nerfy, remember, the Nerfies means first inning, no score, no runs in the first inning. You're just saying, will they score? Sometimes you can pick one. It'll say, will the Yankees score? Because you can split it in half and say, will the Yankees score? And then you better say, yeah, because the Yankees will score on you. They got too many big bats. Then it'll say, well, will Colorado score in the first inning? Definitely not, right? So I put the Nerfy in. I said it would be no score, period. The first inning will result in a tie. And what do we have? First inning results 0-0. Texas 0, New York 0. Hell, these guys didn't even score until the fifth inning. That was just that one lone run. So we covered everything. And remember, I told you, you don't even have to worry about who's going to win. And you don't have to pick it, only if you just feel like it and you think you know. But on this one right here, I didn't even have to think. I'm not picking a team. I'm just going to go with the Nerfy. Boom, made it. The two pitcher player props. Boom, made it. And the under. Boom, made it. You've got money now. You've got money. And I forgot what the calculations that I gave you. I said if you just played that game and you just went to the player props and the under and all of that, you got money in your pocket. You put it together with another parlay, you're winning. So, and this is not, yep. And this is something that I realized a while back. So that's what I do when I get on these games or I start looking at baseball. The first thing I'm looking at is who's pitching, right? If the guy's got an 11.2 ER, yep, I got you for tomorrow. I got you for tomorrow. But if a guy's got a higher ERA, I'm that game's not going to be an under. 9 times out of 10, it won't be because he's going to give up a lot of runs. All right, so let's get at it for tomorrow. But before I do that, I just want to look at some. Oh shucks. Detroit 0, Cleveland 2, Milwaukee 4, Pittsburgh 2. That's in the fourth. Both games are in the fourth. Atlanta 2, the Nats 5, 2 on and 2 out. I mean 2 on and no out. That's in the fourth inning. And San Diego Padres have been getting their asses kicked. They got to be on a losing streak. How many games have these guys lost? Let's see. Oh, I'm going to find out for you. Holy shit. One, two, three, four, five, six. They're on a 6-game losing streak. So right now, you might want to chill on the Padres. They're on a 6-game losing streak. They went in Toronto and just got just got destroyed. So be careful with those Padres right now. You might want to fade them. I like Atlanta, Davis. I like the Atlanta game. That's for tonight? Oh, they're playing Washington, the Nats. Um, right now it's Atlanta 2 and the Nationals 5. I would have picked it because I didn't pick on this game because I didn't like it because I know how the Nationals can be. They can be pretty tough. But if I had a picked, I'll just be honest with you. I'm taking Atlanta, right? Because I think the pitching matchup favored Atlanta. But let's look. Okay, A. Smith. What is A. Smith's record? I know his ERA is not bad. It's low. Um, Pissing me off. But, oh, I know where to go to find that. The Nationals are one of those type of teams that you can't really count them out. It's just when you count them out, that's when they sneak up from behind and strangle the crap out of you. So we're gonna look at Atlanta and see those pitching matchups, right? That's what we want to hear, right? All right, so let's get at it for today. All right, so Sawyer has or Sauver, what is it? Shawver, 3-2 record. His ERA is 3.24, 41 strikeouts. Trevor was 2-5, or is 2-5. ERA 5.88. That's his ERA, and he has 40 strikeouts. So on the surface, the Atlanta Braves have the edge. They have the pitching edge. So, and that's why I told you I would pick Atlanta. And you know what? The game's still not over with yet. The Nationals bullpen, they can't really go deep in their bullpen. They'll get shelled, man. They'll get whacked up. So I'm still taking Atlanta, Antonio. I'm still gonna take Atlanta. And let's get these other games, man. And for you guys that want to know, I also took basketball tonight. I took who did I take? Minnesota Timberwolves plus the points. And I took what's the guy's name? Their star player. Yeah, I took him to have about 7 rebounds. What is his? I forget his name. But I took him to have like 8 rebounds. So let's get at this. Oh boy, wait a minute. Speaking of the Atlanta game, right? What's going on here? All right, so here we go. Bases loaded. Bases are loaded with Braves. 1 out. So we'll see what happens. And that's why I said I'll just take Atlanta because Atlanta's got those big bats like that. Did Pofar even come back yet? You know what I'm talking about, Pofar. Yeah, he was a leadoff for San Diego last year. Then they moved him to 2. All right, Cleveland 3, Detroit 0. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care. Yeah, tell us. All right. So where am I at now? Yeah. So yeah, it's one out, bases loaded with Braves. So let's see what ends up happening in that. I predict that the Braves will come back and win this game. Why? Because Atlanta doesn't have. I mean, because Washington's bullpen is not the very best. All right. Okay. So what else is on here? I took the Phillies, right? But I thought the Phillies would score more than 2 points. I took them by the spread, -1.5. So when Philly was winning by just 1 point, I was like, holy shit, I'm sweating. Every now and again, guys, these teams like Colorado, they will give you fits because they're professionals and they pretty much play every day from April to October. It sucks, but yeah. All right, here we go. Do I have any thoughts on the Oreos? Yeah. Okay. So the O's is one of those type of teams that I thought that they were going to do something this year, right? And then when they beat, remember when they beat the crap out of the Yankees? I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. These are the O's that I know. And then it changed. So I really haven't been keeping up with them like that. But I know that their pitching staff I thought was pretty decent. So I don't. I just know this. I just know if you take Baltimore lightly, um, you're not going to come out looking pretty. I like the O's. I think the O's can probably make a run at it. But their number one problem is consistency. And I can't tell you about their bullpen because I don't really know about too much about it. But normally, any Orioles team, okay, Atlanta 4, Washington Nationals 5, runner on first and third, 2 outs. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna tell you just like I see it. I take Atlanta. Atlanta's got those bats. Yeah, no, you're right, man. You're gonna try me out. Hey, look, okay. So you want to try it out. Here's my philosophy, right? So my philosophy, Antonio, is that when you look at the lineups for baseball, or when you see the games for baseball, the first thing you want to do is you want to look and see who's the featured pitchers, who's got the best pitching matchup of the day. And what I mean best pitching matchup, not lopsided, not like a guy who's 2-8 and his ERA is at 10.6. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, Tark, you did right, man. Cause you did good. Cause that's a good price. Because Atlanta will. I think Atlanta's gonna win this game. hmm So pretty much, when you go to a game, when you look at the pitching matchups, right? You got a guy like, let's just say Turk Scrubble, right? You'll take him, and then let's say the Tigers is playing Pittsburgh, and they got Paul Skeens on the mound. Just looking at that schedule right away, you know that it's going to be a pitching duel because these are the two best pitchers in the league. First thing you want to do, you look at it and it's like that, and you say, boom, I'm taking the under. Because you know it's 9 times out of 10, the game is going to go under. Then you say, okay, if it's going under, then these guys must have a lot of strikeouts. Yes, indeed. But don't get too happy. Just like today, I told you 4 strikeouts each for each pitcher. Being a little bit conservative, right? And these guys went way over. But the thing of it is, you don't want to screw up a perfect parlay where you just pretty much stealing money. That's the way I see it. Because when I look at it, I just straight pimped it out. I pimped it out without even taking a winner. And I took the Nerfy. No runs in the first inning. So right away, when you see stuff like that, no runs in the first inning, both pitchers are decent. So you at least want to take 3 to 4, maybe 5 strikeouts apiece. I usually try to keep it simple and go 4 strikeouts apiece. If one of them gets 10 and the other one gets 20, oh well. You made your quota. You got money in your pocket. It's good. But if you want to take a big risk like that, that's fine. But if you're just looking to get lunch money, pizza money, that's one thing. If you're looking to get that big hit so you can get the old lady off your back, then you might want to go up about three strikeouts, or take the over under for strikeouts. All right. Yep. Turk B, you did a good thing picking Atlanta. Oh my God. Atlanta 4, Washington 5, but it's 2 outs. And guess what? The bases is loaded. Yeah. Well, when I see a big day, Davis, I will let you know. Today was kind of crappy because they didn't have a lot of pitching matchups. Normally, you get at least one good pitching matchup a day. But today, you had that one with the Yankees in Texas, and my dumbass forgot to wake up to. So, yeah, you didn't really miss anything today. Um, I did have Colorado plus 1.5. So even if Philly, because I had two of them, because even if Philly still won 1-0, Colorado would have been like they wouldn't have covered the 1.5. And remember when I told you this too in the past, if you're gonna do like two parlays and there's two teams and you don't really know, what you want to do in that first game is take, let's say it's Atlanta and Washington, take Atlanta on the money line, right? You want to take Atlanta on the money line, and because that's your favorite pick, right? So your second parlay, if you're feeling froggy and you want to leap, then you take Washington spread plus 1.5. So that way you can win both tickets. So if Atlanta the Atlanta Braves win, you got them on the money line. Boom. But they didn't cover the point spread, so you still won again in this other one. So we just want to keep it balanced, and we also want to be mindful. Listen who's talking, being mindful. I'm one to talk. But yeah, just be mindful when you make those little things. One of the things that I've learned to do is not get too happy. Let's see. Uh, yeah, yep, yep. Tigers do need to wake up. Tigers do. I'm pissed, man. That's why I said I didn't care. I like the O's, man. Are the O's postponed? Yeah, they postponed it. All right. Speaking of, yeah, I will wait until tomorrow. Um, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. I don't know if you guys weren't here yesterday, but Monday I bet on. Let's see, what did I do? What did I do? I took. I had two parlays. One parlay, I won every. Both of the parlays, I pretty much like got them all right, except for the Minnesota. So I had one game left, and it was the Minnesota Twins on one parlay, and on the other parlay that was for 1,300 was Minnesota plus their pitcher Ober, and I had him down for 4 strikeouts, but he only had three. Well, it rained, and it rained it out. Well, it didn't rain out. They suspended it. So, and guys, correct me if I'm wrong and you hear it. An official game in baseball is like over 5 innings. Like, if you get to the sixth inning, then it's official game. Meaning that if a hailstorm comes, or God sends Godzilla down here to kick a hole in the stadium, and they cancel a game or they stop it, the team that's winning after 5 innings will win because it's an official game. Postponement, normally when it starts raining, they usually postpone the game. Well, Monday they didn't postpone it. They suspended it. And when they suspended it, I knew I was screwed. And why do you say that? I mean, why do I say that? It's because they don't want to mess up these teams don't mess up their pitching rotation. So your pitcher, if he didn't make his four, you're done. And I knew it. And I'm like, God damn it. And I'm pissed because I'm like, why didn't y'all just void the game? Maybe because there was a lot of money on that pitcher. Who knows? I don't know. But I just thought it was wrong. And they postponed it for 2 days. And it pissed me off. And I lost. The other one I won, right? Because I didn't have any pitching props. But the other one, I was screwed. They didn't finish up the game until Wednesday. I was screwed Monday when they suspended the game, and I knew it because they're not gonna have a pitcher. Like if he pitches Monday, they're not gonna have him pitch Tuesday or Wednesday. It's that pitching rotation, and they don't want to mess it up. So, what time are you getting on tomorrow for the picks? Same time, 7:30 Eastern time zone. Where are you located, Antonio? Are you in Detroit? Yep, yep, mm-hmm, yep. It happened to me, and they held my bet. Then they resumed, and it went over immediately. That's the kind of that pisses me off about Vegas, dude. Oh, well, normally I pick. So when I'm picking, when I come on, I always pick for the days later. I mean, I always pick for tomorrow. So if I'm on today, which is the 22nd, any day I come on, I'm giving you the predictions from the games that's being played the next day. That way you can have everything. Um, yeah, I got you. So like right now, I'm getting ready to give you the predictions for. Yes, I am. I'm getting ready to do it now because I usually do it because if I come on, I gotta rush and everything, and by the time I finish, they probably changed two pitchers and everything. So no, we're gonna get at this today. And Milwaukee is beating Pittsburgh. I had that game right. Okay, locked in 7:30. Yes, lock it in. Considering I am not the brightest bub. All right, let's do it. So we're gonna get busy now for tomorrow. And our first game up on the docket, Milwaukee Brewers versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Um, Aaron Cleveland for the Brewers. He's 0-1, 9.00 ERA, 5 strikeouts. Pittsburgh's got Mike Bowers, 0-0. He's 0-0, haven't won a game yet. His ERA is 7.20, 3 strikeouts. Take the over in this game. Take the over in this game. I can't tell you I don't know about but these guys got high ERAs. Aaron is at a 9.00. Mike Burrows is at a 7.2. Is it automatically that the Brewers will win? Hell no, but I definitely say with two pitchers with high ERAs, they're gonna give up a lot of runs. Let me look and see how many hits they gave up and whatnot. But Clavel was pretty good last year. I don't know. Clavel gave up like 4 hits in one game against the Yankees, and he gave up 5 runs. And he gave up 4 runs and 5 hits. And in the next game against Pittsburgh, he gave up 4 hits and 2 runs, but he didn't get the decision. I don't even have to look at this other guy. I'm just going to tell you guys to take the over. Um, I would take the over in that game. All right, here we go. The Cleveland Guardians versus the Detroit Tigers. Shit, man, am I on the wrong day? Yes, I am. What a jackass. That's today. Wait, okay, so if I'm making a prediction, hold on, let's go and see if I was right. Let me go over here and look, because I was giving you something for tomorrow, but hold on, let's see. Let's see if I was right. I said the Brewers, right? Uh-huh. MLB. Here we go. Home MLB. And come on. Pissing me off. All right, here we go. Who was that I was predicting? Oh, newsflash. Washington 5, the Atlanta Braves 5. So I took Atlanta. I was thinking that was for tomorrow. I'm sorry, it was for the Brewers versus the Pirates, and I said take the over. Well, right now it's the Brewers 4 and Pittsburgh 2, and it's in the fifth inning. So what do they have? This is the over as. I don't care, but this game is gonna go over because they're gonna score more points. So yeah. So Clavel, he gave up 4 hits and he gave up 2 runs. He only had 3 strikeouts. Barrows, or whatever his name is, he had 3 strikeouts. He gave up 4 hits and he gave up 4 runs. Right, and you knew that that was going to be the case. That they give up a lot of runs because of their high ERA. So, and they're probably going to go over in this game. But whatever. Let's get to the real deal. I apologize for reading today's games. Such a screwball. So this, okay, so the 23rd. Okay. Well, wait a minute. Got it. All right, here we go. That's because I was wondering. I was like, I thought Paul Skeens was going to be pitching. Ding, 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 ding. We got a money game, right? Let's do it. So, we'll do the O's first. So we've got the O's, 16 and what is it, 16 and 32 versus the Boston Red Sox, 25 and 26. Kate Povich, big crafty lefty. He's 1-3, 5.23 ERA with 38 strikeouts. He's going up against Brian Bello, 20 strikeouts, 2-1 record. His ERA is 4.02. I'm taking Baltimore on this one. For some odd reason, I've been fading Boston pretty much all year. Because in Boston, they went out and they got Crochet, right? And then they got, what's the guy's name, Duran or whatever. But there's only 2 dudes, man. You need more than that in baseball. You need a damn army. Yeah. Kate Povich, I like him a lot. I'm going to take the Orioles on the money line for tomorrow. I'm taking the Orioles on the money line. I don't trust the Red Sox. They bullpen sucks too. All right, so now we're going to go with the Brewers versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here we go. Okay, so now the Brewers are going to feature Freddie Peralta. Everybody knows that name. That's a household name. The Pirates are going to feature Paul Skeens, another household name. Money game. So, right away, we know what. This game is going under. Does it always happen like that? Sometimes it doesn't, right? But best case scenario, it's going to be a good game. So I'm going to take Freddie Peralta. Let's look and see how many strikeouts. I already know I'm going to get 4. I want 4 out of him. Okay, so his last game 5, and then before that one it was 4, and then it was 7. I would say 3. Give me 3 because I'm chicken shit and I just want some money. Now, if you big balling and you this how you roll, you can push for 4, you can push 5, but why do that when you can just take the over under and strikeouts? But for me, I'm going to take Freddie Peralta 3 strikeouts. Right? So now we'll go to Skeens. Paul Skeens, he's got 62 strikeouts, right? So I'm going to take the over-under on this guy, and I'm sure it'll be like it'll start off like 7.5 under or over, or it'll go 6.5 over-under. If they give me 6.5 over-under, I'll take that. The 7.5 under-over, I'll pass, and I would go with 5 strikeouts for Paul Skeens. Because remember, we're not trying to break the bank. We're just trying to get some money in our pocket, right? Yeah. Okay. So, and then we got the no runs will be scored in the first inning. So there go our Nerfy. The first inning ends in or results in a tie, right? You got your Nerfy, you got your under, and then you've got the pitching props, 3 strikeouts each, or 1 3. Actually, 3 for Peralta, and if you're not gonna go over under on Skeens, just take Skeens for 5. If Skeens is good for 5 strikeouts, trust me. All right, and who's I'm not at this point. I've pimped this game out. I can care less who wins, but if you're that kind of pimp, because there's always somebody better than you, then go ahead and pimp it out. I don't. If I had to bet on this game, I mean, if I had to pick a team that was actually going to win, I'm going to take Paul Skeens and the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's just me, because Paul Skeens is one of those type of pitchers. I don't think he has a no hitter yet. I don't think he had one last year, but he's gonna get one. So I mean, this dude could possibly pitch a no hitter or a one hitter. So with that being said, and he's the king on this schedule, I would take Paul Skeens. But again, we're not trying to break the bank. We're just trying to get some money in our pocket, right? Now, if the old lady is hounding you, right? You desperate, you got to get that money, man, because in your, you know what I mean? Yeah, you could take Pittsburgh, but I mean, I'm not rushing to the bank on this one. Why? Because I've already pimped it out. I pimped them on the over under. I took the under. I pimped them on the no run scored in the first inning. It results in a tie. I took the two player pitching props. Boom, we're done. You want to sprinkle on the winner of the game, you can have at it, but you just never know. And it's not a guarantee that Paul Skeens can come in there and dominate like he usually does. So wait a minute, hold on. What did you? Okay, hold on. Well, let's see. I hope it goes under. Uh, you're funny, but you might. You think I'm on a mission? You think so? Man, I'm trying to get my stats up, right? Because I really haven't been doing anything with this City Baller channel, right? If you go back, you'll see all of the football games, basketball games for the kids that was in high school back in the day, and some little league. And then I took a break, right? Because I just got burnt out. I got tired of getting straightened out by those kids' mothers. So the team moms, whatever, I got tired of getting straightened out every day, you know. Yeah, yeah, man. They'll get you. You will not win. So don't fight back. But I just got tired, right? I'm good. The Braves need to tighten up. What's going on with the Braves? What have they done? The Braves do need to tighten up, man. Out of the gate, I had the Braves being real good this year. Ozuna, because Ozuna's not going nuts like he usually does, hitting home runs like crazy. Now, okay, wait. Oh my God. Washington 6, Atlanta 5. And Atlanta's up. I mean, and Washington is up to bat. Yeah, no, they do have to tighten that up. Definitely. Remember the other day I told you Seattle just beat the crap out of the San Diego Padres. And I just knew when they played the White Sox was going to give them fits. And sure enough, the White Sox got them in that first game 1-0. And in the second game, they ended up winning, but the White Sox gave them a hard time. I just knew it. All right. See if I put a couple of winners. Hold on. You think so? Like, what do you mean? Like, dude, I done had a whole bunch of winners. I mean, I hit for one time 20 grand, right? But now watch, 20 grand I hit for 10, I hit for 17, 6, right? Um, Countless numbers of 400s or 200s. $100. Sometimes if I got a bet that's $100, I won't play with that because it ain't worth getting stressed out about, right? But yeah, you hang with me. Cause see, look, that first game that I just gave you for tomorrow, Boston and Milwaukee, winner chicken dinner. And you don't even have to pick the team. You can just say that. You can say the winner for another game. But if you just know what you know, right, or you want to play two, I in the first one I would take Pittsburgh. But then again, Paul Skeens is starting to come on now. He's really starting to come on. He's finding his own. Okay, second game. Chicago Cubs versus the Cincinnati Reds. Now, this game is evenly matched. Here's another big game, guys. Two back to back. And this is what you want. Now, what's the guy's name? De La Cruz for Cincinnati. Dude likes this. Dude is a straight up speedster, and he can hit. I would take. Hold on, let me just double check before I give it to you because I might take De La Cruz for a stolen base tomorrow, but I want to see what's been on this guy's dome for a hot minute. He was hot last year. This year he's not as hot, but he's still out there stealing bases. So we might have an extra player prop. Let's find out. Hold on, I'm gonna look real quick. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna put some more winners on here. Um, I did. Were you around when I gave that parlay, that $550 parlay, and I told everybody to play it because I woke up. Well, I didn't wake up. I waited late at night and went on live and just told people to, bet. Let me see. Hold on. What did you say now? What game is this? For the five leg parlay. I think that was like last week, and I just told everybody I did it late at night, and I said, look, guys, here's a good one. You're gonna put money in your pocket, and I put it out. It had about 3 or 4 teams on it, and it ended up walking. And for me, I think I like put $20 on it, and I ended up getting $550. All right, so we are looking for De La Cruz, right? So let's look and see where can we find this guy because I think he might be due for a couple of stolen bases. I don't think they have him running as much like they did last year. Last year they had him running every chance they got, but you don't want to risk injury and all this other good stuff. So we're gonna go ESPN stat leaders. Here we go. I don't usually mess around with the hits, with the hitters and all of that. I just I just don't have time for that. I don't, because they play every day, man. These dudes ain't gonna get a hit every day. But if you're gonna go with getting a hit, you want to go with Aaron Judge to get a hit because Aaron Judge is like beating the crap out of everybody. So let's look at Cincinnati stolen bases. Stolen bases, where are you? Here we go. I thought they had both leagues together. I guess they don't. So I got to go to the National League then. Yep, I got to go to the National League. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. National League. Where's the stolen bases? De La Cruz. He's still number one. No, that's O'Neal Cruz for Pittsburgh. I'm sorry. But De La Cruz for Cincinnati, Ely De La Cruz, he's number two in steals. He's got 16 stolen bases this year. What did he do today? Because if he didn't have one today, trust and believe he will get one tomorrow. Let's look and see real quick. Cincinnati. Um, this sucks. This sucks. This sucks. Um, this sucks as well. So that was yesterday they played. Yesterday, it'd be nice if they put the date on here. I'll just make it easy. I'll just go to ESPN. '21st was yesterday, Wednesday. So we're gonna go. Oh, here we go. Pittsburgh, and let's see if De La Cruz. He did not. Yeah, he played. He got walked once, and he struck out the other time. But I don't. Let me see if he had any stolen bases. Base for nope. I'll put him down for a stolen base for tomorrow. De La Cruz. I'll take him with a. He's number 2 in the league for stolen bases. He didn't steal one yesterday, and I don't think they're playing today, are they? I don't think so. Um, yeah, they're not playing today. So yeah, he's rested up. Let's put down De La Cruz for a stolen base tomorrow, right? De La Cruz, stolen base. That will pay big dividends. All right, so the 24th. Hold on. All right, so we're gonna take the under, and this is on the Cincinnati Reds versus the Cubs. Cincinnati's gonna have Hunter Green, who is 4-2, 2.36 ERA, 61 strikeouts, versus Matthew Boyd, 4-2, 2.98 ERA, 62 53 strikeouts. Pitchers duel. We're taking the under in this game, right? Now we're gonna take a Nerfy too. No runs scored in the first inning. Results of the first inning, a tie, right? So that's a Nerfy, no runs. Let's look at Boyd. We get a pitcher props. How many strikeouts? Okay, so Matthew Boyd's got he's averaging about 7.5 strikeouts a game. Last one he has 8. Before that, when he had 8 against the Mets. That's impressive. He had 7 against San Francisco. That's also impressive. Depends on what the under over is. If they give him a 6.5 over, I'm jumping all over it. I don't think FanDuel will. FanDuel is something else, man. That get me started with them guys. But if you definitely go over to Fanatics, trust me, they're gonna have it all, right? So if I'm not taking the over under and I just want to make sure I get some money, I know this guy throws at least 8 strikeouts a game. So like I said, I'm chicken shit and I'm just trying to get that money, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put him down for 4 strikeouts. You put him down for 4, it could be okay. So we got 4 strikeouts for Boyd. Let's go to Green. Green is another good pitcher. Green could go off and do the same thing. Let's see, where's Green? All right, Hunter Green. It's big boy. Holy crap. His last game against Atlanta, he had 6 strikeouts. The Washington Nationals, he had 12 strikeouts. Against Colorado, he had 8. You know, I'm taking the over under if they give me 6.5, but they're not going to give you 6.5. They'll probably use something like 7.5. Would I gamble with that? Nah, because I'm just trying to get some money. So give me 4 plus or either 5 plus strikeouts. We already pimped it out, right? So we've pimped it out and we don't even have a winner yet. So we got the under, we got the Nerfy, right? No runs scored in the first inning. Results in a tie. The first inning results in a tie. We've got that. So that's 2, right? The under and the Nerfy. Now we're gonna do the player props, right? 4 strikeout. Well, we have 4 strikeouts for Matthew, and then for Green, let's take 5 or 4, 5, 4. I mean, you can't, or just say 4 and 4. so we won't overcomplicate it. We'll give Boyd 4 strikeouts at least, and we'll give Green 4 strikeouts. So now, here we go. The Nerfy, no run scored in the first inning. We got the under in this game. You know this is going to be an under game, right? It's not going to be a lot of scores. So the Nerfy and the under. Then we got the player props with the pitchers, 4 strikeouts each for each pitcher. Boyd, 4 strikeouts. Green, fuck it. Green, give me 5. Green is good. You might want to look off into the over under because Green is pretty good. Let's see. Uh, the Nerfy in the Pirates game is. Yep. you, you may have to parlay it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Some man. If you blow, you're going down like Freaky Daddy. Oh, look, man. A lot of times I fucking suck, dude. So tell me something that I already don't know. So yeah, but I'm gonna try to get money in your pocket, and that's why I don't like to tell guys to take the limit on the pitcher props, because if you get too greedy or you get too arrogant and cocky, trust me, the Vegas gods will knock you down to size very quickly, and they'll leave you broke. So yeah, I just. Yeah. Okay. So now let's go. So we've got that. I mean, if you absolutely just want to find out who's going to win, because I can care less now because I pimped them out. Man, that's a toss up. See, I got to go in there and see who. See, I'm lazy. That's another reason why I don't want to pick who's going to win, because you got to go check out and see how they're hitting against lefties and righties. So Matthew Boyd, this is gonna be a tough one. I'll take the Cubs on the money line with this one. I'll take the Cubbies on the money line. All right. San Francisco versus the Washington Nationals. Guess what? Another money game. We got Landon Root, 2-3, ERA 4.11, 47 strikeouts versus the Washington Nationals, Mackenzie Gore. We know who Mackenzie Gore is, don't we? So Mackenzie Gore is 2-4. This dude probably might start the All-Star game. This Joker got 84 strikeouts already. If you tell me, Ron, I don't care what you say, Ron, I'm going to take Mackenzie Gore 10 strikeouts. You know what I'll look at you and say? I can't fucking argue with you. I'm going to do it too. Because you don't know. This guy is hot. But, well, not that. Not that kind of hot, right? Yeah, you know what I mean. But as far as like his strikeouts, he's hot. He's been blazing it. So Mackenzie Gore, so let's see what these last. I don't even have to look at it because he's got 84 strikeouts, man. Mackenzie Gore is a beast. All right. His last game against the O's, he had 9 strikeouts. Then St. Louis, he had 7. And then against Cincinnati, he had 9. You can take the over-under on this one, right? I'm pretty sure you'll probably get the over. Mackenzie Gore is no joke. Look at the over-under. Let me see if they have it out yet. I'm going to look. I'm going to cheat. Fucking FanDuel, man. Like I was telling you guys the other day with FanDuel, I got pissed off with them because I had this little beef going with them. And then I just said, I'm not playing these guys for a whole week. As soon as you sign in, when I sign back in, guess how many, or guess what I had? A bonus bet. How often does FanDuel give you a bonus bet? No, because they knew I was somewhere else. So they said, we're going to reel this guy back in. They're not the worst. The worst sports book, I think, is Caesars. Well, that's my opinion. I don't like Caesars. And I was wondering why the what's those guys' name? The football players, well, the two guys, the quarterbacks, Peyton Manning. Why the Mannings stopped doing those? Because I kind of did like those commercials. But I was wondering why Peyton Manning them weren't doing the commercials anymore with Caesars, and I stopped and thought, oh yeah, it's Caesars. They blow. All right, I'm here now. I'm gonna see what they have listed because I'm very interested to see what they've got. So we're gonna go to MLB. Um, while I'm here, I might as well look and see what they got for Cincinnati too. Cincinnati and the Cubs. What do they have? Um, okay, they've got first inning over under 0.5 runs. I like that. I like this one. I'll take first inning under, right? Correct score, who knows? Who cares? Unless if you are super smart. Or they got down here the other one, first inning results in a tie. Let me see which one is the biggest payoff. They're both the same. They still like Nerfies. They both the same. It doesn't matter. 781, whatever. All right. So now, where are we at now? I don't. If they didn't have it up for the Chicago game, they definitely ain't gonna have anything up for the over under in the Washington game. But I'm just double checking to see. Strikeouts. They don't have it. Pieces of crap. I hate when they do that. Just put it up, man. All right. So, getting back to the Washington Nationals versus San Francisco. Remember, I told you, Antonio, that when I say it's a good game or a good day, I told you I would let you know. This day right here, tomorrow, is going to be a money day. Guaranteed. And I'm going to make sure that I get my things in tonight. But because tomorrow's going to be a big money day because I'm about to give you, this is going to be the third pitching game. And with that, you don't even have to pick a winner, right? You just, as a matter of fact, this is what I usually do sometimes with stuff like this. I'll go pick my big games and I don't pick a winner, not unless if it's the Yankees or the Dodgers playing, right? And I will go to Live Now Sports, grab some soccer teams that's winning by two, not by one, but by two, and it's in the second half. It feels so long. Trust me, dudes ain't gonna score like that. I mean, can it happen? They can score. Has it happened? All the time. But the chances is not like it's not that great. So when it's 2-0, I mean it's two. One team has two, the other one has zero, and it's in the second half. Yep. Hey, I thought the Dodgers is trash, dude. Um, the Dodgers cost me. The Dodgers cost me in one of these games last week. I couldn't believe it. I'm still in disbelief, man. I had some good money coming. It was the Dodgers, right? So I thought they were gonna win, right? Whatever. They, but you know what the Dodgers thing is. Once August kicks in September, and see that's where the Padres is messing up because see the Padres they just hit a slump, and as much as they hit, because I think let's see, huh? Yeah, they lost like four straight. Yo, yeah, they suck, dude. They are on my no bet list too. I don't mess with them, man. Don't mess with them. So we're gonna take the under in that game. Let's go to Landon Root. He's got 47. I don't even really have to look at what his strikeouts is. I'm just gonna go three for him, three strikeouts. But let me see if I'm jipping myself. Oh, you always have to double check. 5 strikeouts his last game, 3 the game before that, and then 4 on the game before that. So 5, 3, and 4. If you're on FanDuel, they probably gonna give you 4 strikeouts. I don't know, maybe 3. Um, I'm just giving you my honest opinion because I'm chicken shit. I'm gonna take my happy ass over to Fanatics where they'll give you 2 strikeouts. Caitlin Clark, clash at half court. What? I like Caitlin Clark, do that. And you know what? We'll talk about that too because when Caitlin Clark is being separated, holy crap. Caitlin Clark standing up for herself, man. Good. Good for her. Because, dude, okay, look. I like Caitlin Clark. And I like, what's the other lady's name? Reese, right? But here's the deal. A lot of those gals are jealous of Caitlin Clark because she's, the darling, and dude, she can play. And I love her because she made me a lot of money last year, right? So you got to go with what's good. So I guess some of them other chicks or ladies is pissed off. So I guess what did they just say? They had to be separated at half court. I took the D-backs yesterday, cashed, couldn't trust the Dodgers. No, you can't trust the Dodgers, dude. You cannot trust the Dodgers. Well, you can only start trusting the Dodgers in August and September, mostly September. Yeah, and another thing, once I look at this, you might want to throw in, if Caitlin Clark is playing tomorrow, throw her in, throw Caitlin Clark in, and she's good for about 15 points every game. I like Caitlin Clark. I like Angie Reese. I just like that spunk she has. But on the flip side, I like Caitlin Clark too. But when you get these guys arguing about this and look, let them play, man. Y'all feeding into this, and watch this, guys. More times than not, these guys know each other. They both probably played each other thousands of times in AAU. But I like both of them. All right. Caitlin Clark, always keep her in your parlays whenever you can. Because she's gonna do it. Now don't get outrageous with it. Just go 15 with Caitlin. Will Caitlin get more than that? Probably. But are you trying to mess around? Nope. Because what happens if she wants to just assist and her game plan changes? Now you got down 20 and she scores 17 or 16. That happened to me. But I just said, okay, because I kept putting her at 20. Well, she was winning, but in a couple of games, she was like, well, I'm going to just start dishing it out. So you got to be careful with that. All right, so let's go. Let's see. Where are we at? Landon Root, take him for 3. I take him for 3. If you go to Fanatics, take him for 2. I'm still going to go to under on this game, right? I'm still going to take the under. I'm still going to take the player props. I don't know if I'll go for a Nerfy or not in this game. So you don't want to get slap happy with these Nerfies because Nerfies will screw you. You guys know what I'm talking about. Nerfies, it's nothing worse than had all your parlays set up. You got a Nerfy. First game of the day, somebody gets a base hit, scores a run or whatever. Now your parlay's done. And the day ain't even started, and you screwed. So now what happens? You chasing. You spend the rest of that day chasing. And then your old lady's probably gonna be chasing you around the house with a skillet. So yeah, try to avoid that as much as possible. I'm not going to take the Nerfy with the Giants and the Nats. I'm just going to take the under and the player props. Can they get a Nerfy on this one? Absolutely. But do you want to get too slap happy? Nope. You don't. You don't want to do that. If you just want to pick a winner, right? I'll take, man, I'll take the Nats in this one. I'll take the Nats on the money line if I had to. But I'm going to tell you right now, guys, I'm not even going to pick either one of these teams tomorrow because I'm just going to pimp it out. Because that's what we do here, right? We see games like this, we pimp them out. Hell, man, you know? So when it comes to pimping, if you ain't making no money, you're not a pimp. You got to pimp these guys out. All right, so we got the Blue Jays tomorrow versus the Tampa Bay Rays. The Blue Jays, Eric Lauder, lefty, 1-0, 2.5 ERA, 14 strikeouts versus Drew Rosasman, 2-4. He's 2-4, ERA 2.93 ERA, 40 strikeouts. Now this Eric guy, he's a lefty, but let me look at him. He's 6'3". He's 29. Let's look at his record. So, like, his first game against Detroit, he had 5 strikeouts and he gave up 3 hits. Then when he played Seattle, he gave up 1 hit, 1 base on ball, or a walk. And he struck out 5. And then when he played the Dodgers, this was like May 6th. This is when the Dodgers are going crazy. No, this is the Angels. He only pitched a half an inning, so I'm assuming the reason his record is like this is because he might have hurt himself. Take the under in this one, guys. Take the under. Because that's a damn good, impressive ERA. And the ERA, so here's what I look at. I look at his past games. And I see that this guy has like 5 strikeouts back to back. He struck the Tigers out 5 times. That's good. The Tigers got good bats. Seattle has come on as of late. They're good. He struck Seattle out 5 times. So this guy, and plus he's a lefty, right? Lefties is just hard, man. I don't, but yeah, it's hard to hit a lefty. So here's what I'm going to do. Go to player prop. Both pitchers, right? Eric, I feel comfortable with taking 3. If you don't trust 3, go over to Fanatics and get him for 2 strikeouts. Because FanDuel don't give out 2 strikeouts. Fanatics does. All right, so, and let's see, Drew. He was on here last week. Drew Rasmussen. 5 strikeouts, 3 strikeouts, 2 strikeouts. Hey man, give me I'm not, if you know what? The hell with it. I wouldn't take this guy with 3 strikeouts. I would rather, if I'm doing it on another site, they won't give me 2 for this guy. I would rather just let him be. Or if they give him like a 5.5 over under strikeouts, then I'll take that. I'll probably take the under on it, right? But I'm not gonna mess with this guy. I would rather mess with the lefty from Toronto and take 3 with him. That's just me. So I'm gonna take the Blue Jays. I still haven't trust the Rays, man. Them dudes ain't consistent enough. Yeah, you had to take the Diamondbacks yesterday, man. Can't trust the Dodgers, man. Pissing me off, man. I think I had like $5,000 coming, man. Them dudes. And who was it? I think it was Colorado they lost to, I think. And Cleveland 3, Detroit 0. Whatever. All right, that pissed me off. Okay. All right. Speaking of Detroit, Detroit's gonna. So tomorrow, I'll take the under in that game, and I'm gonna take the Blue Jays pitcher. I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with the Nerfy on that one, but I'm gonna take the under, right? And you can take a nerfie, but I'm gonna take the under. 'Cause I just don't want to get in the habit of having all these damn nerfies and messing up your money. That's what. So if you want to take the nerfie, take it. But I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go Eric Lauder, three strikeouts, and David I'm not gonna touch. All right, so we'll move on. Cleveland Guardians versus Detroit Tigers tomorrow. Jackson Jobe 4-0, 4.1 ERA, 32 strikeouts. The Guardians Slade Sicilione, is that how you pronounce it? He's a righty. He's 0-1, ERA 5.4. I'm gonna take the Tigers. I'm going to take the Tigers on the run line. Now, watch this. I said take the Tigers on the run line today, man. And I look like I'm getting my ass handed to me. Because it's still like 3-0 Guardians. But I'm going to take Detroit tomorrow, and I'm going to take them on the run line. I'm going to take the Tigers on the run line tomorrow. All right, so the Dodgers and the Mets. Do you guys trust Clayton Kershaw right now? I don't. I mean, he's good, right? But, he's got to work his way back in, I mean, his ERA is 11.25. It's going to be like that because he's his first game in God knows how long. They playing the Mets. Griffin Canning, 5-1. 2.47 ERA and 46 strikeouts. I'm going to take the Mets on the money line. You want to do a player prop pitching? Take Griffin for like 3 to 4 strikeouts. I'm sorry. Take Griffin 3 to 4 strikeouts. That's on God. All right, so we got that one. This is money day, man. This is money day. And you know what, guys? I'm going to tell you this. When it comes to this, making this money with sports gaming, it can be very lucrative. But when you're losing, your wife and your girlfriend or whoever, they always got something slick to say to you when you're losing. Like, oh, you got a gambling problem, and just stay on you, right? But then as soon as you win, oh, what do you want for dinner? And all smiles, right? Fuck out of here, man. You guys know I'm telling the truth. So sometimes you probably need to keep it close to here, right? Because when you win, everybody likes a winner. And people like to kick losers in the ass. You know what I'm talking about? So just keep it close to you. All right, so we're going to take the Mets, right? And we're going to take Canning, player props. 3 strikeouts because he's got 46. His ERA is 2.47. So he looks pretty good to me. Clayton Kershaw, 2 years ago, I'm saying this is going to be a money game and he's going to have a lot of strikeouts, but he's just getting back because he missed all of last year. What the hell is Glass? Is Glass now hurt? All right. The Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. The Orioles have not named a pitcher yet. Boston has some guy named Lucas Gallianto, or I forgot, but it's 1-1. ERA 7.08, 17 strikeouts. No, thank you. I'm not rushing to the window to play this game. I'm just not. I'm not gonna do it. Because I'm not. These are one of the kind of games, one of the kind of parlays that you want to keep. You want to protect this parlay. We've got like 3 money games, right? That's pitching duels. Don't go screwing it up, grabbing the O's or the Red Sox. And for that factor of the matter, it could be the Tigers or any good team. But if the matchups aren't what they should be, you're going to mess your parlay up. So when you've got it's best to stay with your money games, right? So you've got, let's get back. We got Washington. Hold on, let's take it from the top. So Baltimore's got a double hitter. Okay, what I was wondering. So we got the Pirates versus the Brewers. That's one money game, right? We've got the Cubs versus the Reds, two money games. Um, San Francisco versus the Nationals, three. Except for I don't think I'm going to take the Nerfy on that one. So you got three money games right now so far. Let me do a quick scan. And actually, you're going to have four. Ding, ding, ding. Here's another money game. San Diego versus the Atlanta Braves. Nick Pivetta, 56 strikeouts, ERA, an impressive 2.86, 5-2 record. Chris Sale. Chris Sale is the man. You know that, right? Chris Sale is, and he's the money man. He will deliver. So, the Padres suck right about now. And like my man just said on here, they're on his no bet list. Dude, move over because I'm putting them on no bet list too. I'm not taking the Padres tomorrow. But what I am going to do, and you know what? I don't have to. I don't have to pick a winner of this game, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to take the Atlanta Braves to win on the money line, right? I'm going to take a Nerfy on this game. Nick Pivetta is a good pitcher. So is Chris Sale. So we got the money line Atlanta. We've got the under, pitching props. Let's say, man, okay, Chris Sale, Nick Pivetta, 5 strikeouts. Chris Sale can go 8 to 10. So you might want to just do your homework and look at what his previous pitches was. And you know what I got? I got FanDuel up now. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so here's Chris Sale. His last game, 8 strikeouts. Game before that, 8 strikeouts. Game before after that one, 10 strikeouts. Ooh wee. Yeah, yeah. Now you see what I mean. You can pimp out these games without getting a winner, but don't go screwing it up with a Toronto Blue Jays game versus Cincinnati. Don't do that because you don't know who's going to win it, and you didn't mess up a perfect money day. You could possibly, if you do this right with these 4 big games, you could probably walk out tomorrow with $1,000 or $700 to $1,000 you could probably make without even picking a winner. So don't go screw. I'm telling you guys, don't try to be like Nostradamus and what? And ended up looking like dumbass, right? Don't complicate it, right? Do not complicate it. So where I'm at, I'm gonna take Chris Sale. Wait, hold on. Let me go over to. I'm gonna go over here to FanDuel and see what these guys are talking about. They probably don't even have it up. Yeah, it's a 7 o'clock game. These guys ain't got that up. Nope. They don't even have it up yet. They got all these other props, but they don't have that one up yet. All right, whatever. We'll move on. So, yeah, take who you want. Can you imagine? Yes. Hold on, somebody. What is this? Oh man, you shouldn't say that. I think there's an airplane crash here in San Diego. Oh, it's my buddy. Hold on. Yeah, airplane crash today, guys. It crashed here in San Diego. I don't. I don't know what you know. I don't really look at the news or TV. Everything for me is all sports. And then once I'm done with this at night, I turn a movie on and I unwind. I don't watch the news. I hate politics, right? And what's so funny when I was a kid, or not a kid, when I was in high school and first year in college, I wanted to be a politician. But as time went on, I'm like, I say things I'm not supposed to say, right? Yeah, I don't think I want to be in politics. All right. Remember I told you guys earlier when I was reading the wrong teams and the scores, and I thought I was reading for tomorrow. And what did I tell you? I said Milwaukee versus Pittsburgh. I told you that game was going to go over, didn't I? I did. I didn't know they were playing right now. I swear to God. Swear to God. Well, guess what? It's five, Milwaukee 5, Pittsburgh 3. Who's oh, it's a rain delay. Son of a, here we go, guys, man, with rain delays. But they're gonna go over. They're definitely gonna go over. And the reason why I saw it like this is because these guys had um yeah, please have everybody watch me, man. I mean, look, dude, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, trust me. Yeah. But sometimes it's things when I see I know, and I just go with it, man. I don't, I ain't one of these guys that's telling you what colleges I went to. Hell no, nah, dude. I learned shit the hard way. Getting kicked in the ass, that kind of stuff. That's how I learned, right? So other people are just my sister was smart, right? She went to school and she got like all A's and B's, and it was almost like effortlessly. It's like she didn't even really have to do it. She's just a genius like that. Me, I would have to bust my ass really hard and then get a C. All right, so hold on, let's read this. It looks like you are trying hard. Man, I am. You know what? Since I started back on this, I go live every night because you have to with baseball. I mean, those guys don't get a break, and that's one thing I thought about is that baseball doesn't get a break, right? But football and basketball does. So yeah. Oh wait, holy crap! I think. Okay, guys, here we go. The Tigers, bases loaded, 2 outs. Mike Green is it? No, what's his name? Green. What is Green's first name? Riley. Riley is cool, but my guy on the Tigers is Torkelson. I like Torkelson because they sent him down to the minors, and somebody put the fucking fear of God. Somebody put the fear of God in that boy, because now he's been playing real good. But I liked him even before they sent him down, you know. But yeah, Torkelson is my guy. Um, it's still raining in Pittsburgh, but remember, like I told you, I was reading that. I thought that was the preview for the tomorrow, and I said it was going to go over. It's going over right now. It's Milwaukee 3, Pittsburgh. No, Milwaukee 5, Pittsburgh 3. 2 on, 2 out, but it's in the bottom of the 6, and it's a rain delay. Now that's an official game, right? So now if that rain does not let up, right? Then Milwaukee's going to win. You can't suspend that game. It's an official game now. Well, Vegas has got their own official games. Pissing me off. Cleveland, Detroit tonight, over, under. Uh, I would have said over for the Tigers in Cleveland tonight. I would have said over. And I'll just go with that. But right now, the Tigers didn't even score. Cleveland 3, Detroit 0. Honestly, I would have took the over on that one. I didn't see that coming. I had the Tigers winning. I had the Tigers winning by 1.5 because I just think the Tigers is that much better than Pittsburgh. What is it? Tanner Bybee was on the mound today for Cleveland. I like Tanner Bybee, but man, yeah, I like him, but I don't think he's whatever, right? All right. Yeah, please, guys, like and subscribe. Talk to your peeps. Let them know. So you got this guy that's giving out winners. He's giving out winners. I can tell you this. Um, no, dude. I mean, I try to be honest, man. Honesty is the best policy. But I do know I've hit a lot, right? And then I do know that when you when you start winning, A lot of these sports books going to take a look at you real close, right? They're going to put you up under the microscope. Now, when you're losing, they're not going to say one word to you. They're going to roll out the red carpet for you. They're going to treat you like a king. But start winning and see what's going to happen. You'll be getting emails. Where were you located so and so date? You know what, man? I don't have time for this. And who is that? See, somebody owes me $100 and they never paid me. They just like, I don't know. Don't worry about it. Just, I like, even though I beef with FanDuel and I attack FanDuel on a regular basis, I kind of like those guys. I just like attacking them too, though, right? But I like FanDuel. I like ESPN. ESPN is good. All right. So, where do we leave off at? Get out of here. Go. Where are we at? Okay, move. Uh-huh. Chris Sale. 8 and 10. All right, so we've got that. So we want to go back because we pretty much got that squared away, right? All right. So we all agree the Orioles versus the Red Sox. I think that's a game that we should stay away from. If you just want to, you can. But we've got all these money games tomorrow, all these pitching duels. You don't want to screw that up with this game, this mediocre game. Yeah, because you don't know what might happen. You'll say, I swear to God, you'll say the Orioles is going to win, and Boston will jump all over them, or vice versa. When you got like those money games like we have tomorrow, we got like about 4 of them, you want to stay with it. You want to stay with what works, right? But when you start getting greedy and adding stuff in, the Vegas gods will seek you out and destroy you. And you'll be tossing and turning all night in that bed. All right. So it's a fair assessment to say that we agreed that we are going to take the Atlanta Braves tomorrow on the money line. I'm also going to take the under, right? I'm even going to take a Nerfy. I said I wouldn't, but I think I'm going to take a Nerfy on this one. And I'll go Chris Sale. If you just want to do straight up strikeouts with Chris Sale, 5 and 5. Well, 5 for Chris Sale, Nick Pivetta 3-4. Yeah, 3-4 strikeouts, Pivetta. Don't complicate it. Don't try to overdo it. If you think you want to go high, then just take the over under. Right? Mm-hmm. All right. Texas versus Chicago tomorrow. Taylor Maine. He's 5-1, 1.47 ERA, 40 strikeouts. Sean Burke, 2-5, 4.69 ERA, and 33 strikeouts. You know what, guys? This is a good game, right? Because the White Sox have been doing okay. I'll still take Texas. Man, I'm gonna take Chicago in the points. Give me the White Sox in the points plus 1.5. Take the White Sox in the points. I think I'm feeling good about that. And then you'll go, well, Taylor Maine has an ERA of 1.47. He's 5-1. That means absolutely nothing. You know it. That means absolutely nothing. Because I think Chicago's just one of those teams that they'll come in there and they'll get you. All right. I'm going to take the White Sox on the run line. Okay, so now we'll go to the Royals versus the Twins. Noah Cameron, he's 1-1, 0.71 ERA, 6 strikeouts. Minnesota Twins, Pablo Lopez, 4-2, 2.40 ERA, and 49 strikeouts. I like the Minnesota Twins, baby. They back, and I'm a Tiger fan. Don't get me wrong, but Minnesota's back. They've been hot as of late. I'm going to take the Minnesota Twins, and I am going to take the Twins on the money line. You want to mess around with the player props? Lopez, I'll take 3 strikeouts for him because I'm not trying to break the bank. and I'm not trying to mess up our games. But you know what? His last strikeout, 6 strikeouts, 6 strikeout. What? The last game, 6 strikeouts. The game before that, 6 strikeouts. And the other game before that, 11 strikeouts. We're not trying to break the bank, guys. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. I would take 3 to 4. 3 to 4 strikeouts. I did something the other day and I got greedy in it. And I lost. I forgot what happened. And I was supposed to come on here and tell you guys, but I was talking and sitting on the couch, and the next thing you know, when I woke up, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. All right, so yeah, we're gonna take Minnesota, taking Minnesota on the run line. Give me Lopez 4+ strikeouts, and that guy from Kansas City. I don't really know that guy, so I'm gonna stay away from him because why? I don't want to mess up a good money day. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, tomorrow's a good money day. Don't go messing around picking these sorry games that's going on. Like, let's just say St. Mary's of the Blanc. Oh, Jesus. Cleveland 4, Detroit 0. Yeah, I try not to. That's gonna happen when you see a score that keeps flashing on your phone. That'll piss you off real fast. All right. So where are we at? So we took care of the Atlanta versus Nationals. Hold on. Wrong date. The Padres, we took Atlanta. We took Chicago. We took the points. We took the points and we took the White Sox. I'm not gonna mess with any player props on this one. All right. And we also took the Minnesota Twins on the money line, and we're taking Pablo Lopez. 5 strikeouts, 4 or 5 strikeouts. And you say, Ron, he's been throwing like consistently 7 and 8 strikeouts. I don't care. We don't want to break the bank. We just want money in our pocket. We have to stay focused on that because, trust me, how many times have you done? Okay, watch this. How many times have you done a parlay, and as soon as you get finished with it, you feel like, oh, this shit's gonna fly. This is gonna work, and you feeling good, man. You feeling real good, and then guess what? Right out of the gate, the first game in that parlay, you lose. Now your confidence is shot for the whole goddamn day. But that's what I'm trying not. If you want to be mindful, right? So if you're mindful, this won't happen, right? You don't because when you're picking these parlays, sometimes we get a little slap happy, and then once it's done, and then you look and you like, well, what? Why do I have Kansas City to win in all of my parlays? Cleveland just scored another run, 6-0 or whatever. And then you go, why is Kansas City in all 6 of my parlays? Because you weren't mindful. You were getting emotional and you were in the moment because Kansas City was doing good. They're like on a winning streak. I'm not saying they are, but they could be. But you just don't want to get to where you have one team and a whole bunch of parlays. And if you don't watch it, you will. And then when you get your parlay back, you're like, I had them over here? Because sometimes you don't really realize it until it actually happens and you going over your parlays and you like, what the hell was I thinking? Shit, man. All right, so hold on. Where did we go? Okay, here we go. Yeah, I tell you what, guys, man, this is just and I said this before. Make sure you like and subscribe too, please. I'm begging you guys. I'm not begging you like Jimmy Swaggart. Jimmy Swagger. I'm not begging you like, what was that guy, the goofball, was his name? Baker. Yeah, PTL Club. What's that guy's name? Something Jim Baker. No, I'm not begging you like one of those TV evangelists. No, I'm just saying, let's come on board. Let's go get this money. I don't know if any of you guys are old enough to remember Jimmy Swaggart and all that. I remember coming in from school or something, and my grandmother was in the living room crying. So I thought, like, that somebody in the family died, right? So I said, "What's wrong?" And she goes, "Jimmy Swagger's in a lot of trouble, and the devil just coming against him." Uh, so you don't say nothing to your granny, man. So I just like, "Yes, ma'am." And I just walked on. Right, that's what you do. All right, so now let's get back to it. Hey, so Kansas City versus the Twins. We figured that one out, right? We're gonna take the Twins on the money line, and I can venture and I could go out on a limb and take the Twins on the run line because this guy's ERA is 0.71, but it's not like what you actually think because he's only pitched in 2 games, right? And let's see. Well, you know what? I take that back. It is impressive. So watch. Look, he's got 6 strikeouts and both get. Well, let me just double check. It is impressive. But this is going to be his third outing. So, dude has got in his last 2 games 3 strikeouts, 1 game. The second game, 3 strikeouts. But watch this. On April 30th, this dude walked like 5 batters. But on May 17th, he didn't walk any. May 17th against St. Louis, he gave up 1 run and 2 hits. And he only goes 6 innings. So, I'll stay on the money line. And that's why you guys have to look at all these statistics and stuff like that. Because it ain't like football or basketball. These jokers play every day. Whatever. So let's take Minnesota on the run line. I take that back. We'll take Minnesota on the run line. And we will take Pablo Lopez, 5 strikeouts, right? Because Pablo's pretty good. Seattle Mariners versus the Houston Astros. Emerson Hancock. Hancock? Relax. Relax. All right, so we've got Minnesota versus Houston. No, Seattle versus Houston. Emerson Hancock, he's 1-2. ERA 6.21. And he's going up against Ryan Gusto, who's 3-2, 4.65 ERA, 32 strikeouts. I'm going to take Houston on the money line. That's because I like Ryan Gusto. I'm gonna take the Houston Astros on the money line. We got a lot of games tomorrow, man. But it's the money day. You should be happy. See, a lot of these guys, man, they try to juice you up and tell you, like I was listening to this one guy, he was saying, "Oh, don't worry about what did he say? Don't worry about parlays. Try to stay away from parlays." And my thing with that is, if parlays don't work for you, don't tell this other guy over here to stay away from it. It just don't work for your ass, right? But don't discourage this other guy because parlays work for me, right? So it's whatever that you're good at. If you know your limitations, right? Or should, right? So it's just like, guys, it's like you see this chick, and every time you see her, she's out with a guy that's got Benz. Every guy you see her with, she didn't have Mercedes Benz and Corvettes and all of that and got on real nice clothes. And then she like to yell and scream at her boyfriends too, right? And you don't like the way she acts with him. So you look at that and you go, you know what? This girl ain't in my she's not in my arena like that. I don't But when you try to force it, you know she's not in your arena, and you try to force it because you think you want to straighten her out. You'll never straighten out a woman. Trust me, never. And you trying to no, stay in your lane, because even a woman who looks like she's not the sharpest tool, she runs circles around us. Around us, guys. Yeah, that's just a fact. I mean, whatever. If you like me and you don't fight them, you know them, just stay away. You know what your limitations are. So, the same thing with this gambling. You got to know what your limitations are. You got to know what your weak points and your strong points are. If you're not good in parlays and you can't like predict scores or get get the like the ERAs right and understand how that works, then stay away from it, right? Don't force it. Because if you force it, Vegas is gonna force all that money out of your pocket. All right, let's keep it moving. Zach Gallen. I don't. You know what? I used to love Zach Gallen, but he screwed me last year. That's the guy that I always talk about. He went up through two pitches, and then he decided. Well, he didn't decide anything. Vegas told him what he was going to do, but I don't know that for a fact. But after throwing two pitches, he decides to take himself out of the game, and I'm like, you didn't know? Why do we have warm ups? So I mean, it could have been that could happen, right? But when you are hot and you have all of these strikeouts going and you got this momentum, right? Guys will put you in a lot of parlays because you're hot, like Jaden Daniels for the Washington Redskins. But let's keep it straight. I keep wandering off. Okay, the D-backs versus the St. Louis Cardinals tomorrow. Zach Gallen, 3-5, 5.14 ERA, 59 strikeouts. So the strikeouts are still there, but his ERA is kind of high. St. Louis Miles Malakis, he's 3-2, 3.77 ERA, 27 strikeouts. Dude, I'm going to go with Zach Gallen, and I'm going to go with the Diamondbacks. Take them on the money line. All right, now watch this, guys. Here comes a tricky one, right? Don't mess with this one either. The Yankees at Colorado. The Yankees is 30-19. Colorado is almost the opposite. They're 8-42. Only 8 games they won. But a team like this will mess up your parlay. I swear to God. But you just have to make sure you do your homework if you're going to pick them. So right now, I can't honestly say that I'll take the Yankees because Colorado hasn't listed their pitcher yet. So you want to be careful with this one. Wait until the pitcher comes out, who they're going to have pitch, because automatically the Rockies may not win automatically. So be careful. I mean, the Yankees may not win automatically. And typically, when two teams on the opposite ends of the spectrum get at it, you know that team that's at the bottom usually have something to prove. And remember, they're still professionals and they're still men. So you always got to watch out for that one. So until we get a pitcher for the Rockies, then you can make a move. Me, personally, I'm not even going to mess with it because I've got all these big games going, and you get arrogant and confident, right? When that happens, and you pick these guys, and you'll be calling on here cursing, saying those son of a. I'm like I told you, dude. I don't mess with something like this game that can take you out. Not gonna do it. So until we get a starter, we'll talk about it. Miami versus the Angels. The Miami Marlins 19-29. The Los Angeles Angels 24-25. The Marlins will feature Sandy Alcantar, who's 2-6, 7.99 ERA, 34 strikeouts. And then we have for the Angels, Yusui Kikuchi. He's lefty, 0-4, 3.50 ERA, and 50 strikeouts. Now, this is a good one because the Marlins is not going to lay down for anybody, guys, and you know that. The Marlins is just not. They're not like that. They're, God damn it, man. Cleveland 7, Detroit 0. I don't care. Oh, also remember, you know I care because when somebody says they don't care, it means they do. All right, so the Marlins are one of those teams that even, and I swear to God, like last year, I would see them feature pitchers with very low ERAs, and they would still end up winning. Um, the Marlins is that kind of team that they have that potential. And, we'll talk about it later, but Max Meyer that they have, I'm really high on Max Meyer. I like Max Meyer a lot. I think that he's going to be one of those featured guys, one of those featured pitchers one of these days, a featured star. Max Meyer. So keep your ear out for him. All right. So tomorrow, though, I am going to take the California Angels on the run line tomorrow. But I would do the money line or either the run line. If you get chicken shit and you want to add these on to the big games, take the money line. If you want to go for broke, you can take the money line. I mean, if you want to add on right to your big winnings tomorrow, you can take the run line. I would not. Well, no, run line is good because the Marlins is not favored. Let me see who's favored because I'm just talking. But I'm pretty sure California is. I mean, the Angels. They used to be called the California Angels, so I get it. So the Angels are probably favored in this game because of their pitcher. Let me see. Yeah, the Angels are favored. I'm gonna take the Angels on the money line, guys. Take the Angels on the money line. If you do another parlay, I will probably take Miami. I would take Miami and take the points. So if you got like two parlays, one of them I would take the Angels on the money line, and then the other one I would take Miami spread. Take Miami in the points. And remember, I told you earlier in the show, the reason why we do this is because when you take um, Miami with the points because they're not favored, and you take them plus 1.5, right? So that means if Los Angeles beats them 1-0, you still win because California didn't cover the spread. And by the way, are you aware that you just had the Angels in the other parlay at money line? So the Angels may not cover, but they still win. And if they still win in this parlay, because you got them on the money line, and if you had the Marlins over here with the points, you got two winners. You don't lose out. Now, when you take, and here's what I don't do, and I think this is foolish, because you want to win as many parlays as you can. You don't want to overcomplicate it, right? So what you don't want to take the Miami Marlins money line. It's a good payout, but if you lose, you're screwed. And then you've got the Angels, and you don't want to turn around and take the Angels money line. So now you're only going to get one winner, right? You're only going to get one winner. Why get one when you can get two? You see what I mean? That's called being mindful. So basically, if you've got a bet slip, a parlay, and you got two teams and you think, I don't know who I'm going to do, take the favorite on the money line. Take the underdog on the point with the points. Don't overcomplicate it. What did I say? You said, well, at least you ain't lying. No, dude, I am not lying. Um, I'm not lying. One of the hardest things to do is predict the NFL. Um, I me personally, and I said this about maybe 3 years ago. I had a rolling joke, and the joke was, "What's the difference between the WWF and the NFL?" See where I'm going with this? That was my joke. It was like, "What's the difference between the WWF and the NFL?" I swear to God, man. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You'll see a lot of weird stuff happening. So it's hard because now I got a buddy. He's gonna be helping me out. He's gonna do the NFL. I told him he's got my blessing. He can do it because I'm not. I can't because you start trying to get mental, like you going up against Vegas, but you're not going up against Vegas. You're going up against these guys as team, and shit changes. So you want to be careful and mindful, and that's what I do. I know my limitations with that. Can I do NFL? Yes, I can. Have I been successful? Yes, I have. Do I like it? No, I do not. Because it keeps me on edge at all times, and that freaking sucks. All right, so what do we have now? All right, here we go. So, guys, real quick, I had a little thing happen earlier, and I probably want to share this with you. Um, Never judge a book by its cover, right? I just like to run my mouth, guys. Sorry. Never judge a book by its cover. Um, Never listen to what a person says about another person, right? Because they might be trying to get you to dislike this person. And everything they say about this person is not correct. So now you had this animosity to this person over here, right? And then come to find out that person is not as bad as they didn't ran them down to be. And it's actually, they're the problem. So you guys, you got to be careful with that and don't get caught up into that because I saw something like that happen last week. And I was like, because I never judge a book by its cover. And when people talk about other people, I don't listen to that. I just evaluate how they are to me. So that's just a little tidbit, whatever. All right, so let's get it on. So where I am at now, we've got 1-1-1. Uh-huh. The next game, okay, yeah. So we took the Angels on the money line. Yeah. And then I told you if you do another parlay, you can probably take the points with Miami. Last but not least, the Phillies plus the Phillies versus the Athletics. Good game right there, guys. Now, one thing that I would like to see in a game like that, and I don't know how their rotation is, Philly's gonna have Philadelphia is gonna have not Zach Gallen, but Philadelphia's got Zach Wheeler on the mound. He's 5-1, 2.65 ERA, 80 strikeouts. Good lord. The A's haven't listed anybody yet, but we have to wait for that. But if it's me and they put JP Sears on the mound for the Athletics, I'm jumping all over that. But generally speaking, if they had Jesus Christ on the mound, no, he's not going to beat Wheeler. I'm sorry. Well, how do I know Jesus won't win? It's because Jesus wears sandals and he didn't have any cleats. So he has to retire. Take Philadelphia on the run line on this one, guys. Well, no, not so fast. Let's wait and find out who they're gonna have pitching because you never know. So it's safe to say because the A's is no joke. You can't run over the A's. All right. So take Philadelphia on the money line right now. And guess what, guys? That's it. We're done. We are finished. Finished. And that's it. What do we do now? Nothing. I'm going to put some videos out so you guys can see it. And you know what? It's been real. I love you guys. Peace out. Yeah. Oh, enjoy the games. I'll be back. I'm going to put some videos up. Come check me out. Love, peace, and hair grease. Watch this. Make sure you like and subscribe too. Please. And like. And tell everybody.